Located in the heart of Manzanita, Wild Grocery and Cafe has been serving locals and visitors alike for over 25 years. The store, formerly known as Mother Nature's, has been passed down from generation to generation to owners with unique visions for providing our community with fresh, locally grown food and organic, vegan, and gluten-free grocery options. The original vision came from Greg Massession. After a year of operating the store, he sold it to young entrepreneurs Judson and Susie.
We bought it in 1997, a month after we got married, and we sold it to Jan. So it was about 9.5 years that we owned Mother Nature's.
It was really different. It was really a different world back then. But we didn't really realize like what we were up against as far as
food distribution
and things like that. So, you know, we quickly realized like, oh, this is going to be, we're kind of starting from scratch, you know, trying to like build this kind of food network here. You know, we had a few connections just from being in the grocery business, and
right. We had Jeff Trineri with Kingfisher Farms. He was one of our main local farmer suppliers.
I mean, there were no Whole Foods in the Northwest. There was no Trader Joe's. I think the coast was and still is the kind of place where it's super encouraging to small businesses. People are just like, yes, whatever you're doing, like, I'm all in. We want to support you. And just feeling like really instantly accepted.
So when my wife and I were looking for a place to live, this was a natural fit. And we ended up here in large part because that community, that effort anchored us here in a really tangible way. During that era, it was so hard to get really good, interesting, unique, organic, vegan, other items, alternative foods to small communities like this. And they have always been, whatever business they run, committed to doing that work. And you could tell.
We would have to have this store if we lived here. And what, you know, if we didn't own it, we'd have to live in a community that had this. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people feel that way. And I think it's attracted a lot of people to the area who think that way too, you know, and whether they sort of consciously know that or not, I mean, I think they see a place like this and they think, oh yeah, okay, well, this is a great community.
I think because you eat every day, you shop frequently, a place like this becomes sort of a touchstone for people.
Well, I think there was a community that just really needed this. There was no other place that provided the variety and the depth that we did. I bought the store in 2006, my husband and I, and my husband had been in the health food business for years in the 70s, and he came across this place that Judson and Susie were selling. It was just a perfect match, so we bought it in 2006, and it was just a joy and a barrel of laughs and a lot of fun and wonderful people. I think it was like this was home for a lot of people. And so, you know, we treated one another like family.
For me, the real strength of the store has always been that it was a family. It was a family as employees, owners, you know, that relationship between employees and customers too, and the customers who shopped there. When I was a customer, and now that I'm a customer again, I felt like I was a family to the people that walked in that store.
Natasha Stevens purchased Wild in 2019 to keep this important community food hub alive and to create and serve beautiful food to visitors and locals alike.
I've been part of this community of this space for 20 plus years, and so it felt really easy and comfortable to come in here because I've spent so much time and have had so many memories and experiences, and I mean, a lot of history. It's a place for people to feel comfortable and hang out. It's a community space. It's where I get to create and nurture people and nurture myself and cook food and have fun.
The history of this place reveals the important cross-generational community connections that have been nurtured here. Our community has raised their children here, and as they grow up, many end up working here. It is this deep connection and a love for delicious food that drove Natasha to continue this legacy.
I love this place, and I love that all the kids who work here now sat in the green baskets that are the same baskets that it has been for the past 30 years. Just different labels on them, but now they're all running the register, so.
Mother Nature's and now Wild always has felt like a living room where people come not just to shop, but to interact.
Providing our community with locally sourced ingredients and locally made products is at the heart of our vision.
I feel like the hunger and the demand was always there. We've always wanted it, and now we're starting to meet that demand. Now there are young farmers out there trying to make it happen, and there are organizations trying to empower those farmers to make it happen. And a store like Wild is critical to meeting those two things up.
Natasha, I think she's just like nailed it. This place has such a good feel to it when you come in, and she's done some amazing things.
I feel like it's become much more specialized in local, unique, an output of incredible, creative food.
It's a very exciting time for Natasha to be doing this business.
Come, be a part of our family and support our local community by shopping Wild.
This is what needs to be done, just what she's doing.
Come into Wild, Tuesday through Sunday, 10 through 6, to shop, eat, and get to know the locals. Eat, drink, be. Wild.